kick it. Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I
Today, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. The New England Patriots taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New England Patriots. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Here's the Jaguars offense for the first time with Gardner Minshew, a Washington State product, leading the way.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
10 yards.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. He completes it to Westbrook. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
9 yards.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here's Hamilton. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 3 at their 48-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, Minshew. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Sony Michel.
North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Minshew into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. So out come the Patriots here to get their first shot on offense. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
After seeing what he did last week, throwing 4 touchdown passes, I had to go to my thesaurus to try and come up with some great words for what he did. I'm still coming up blank. He was scintillating.
I'm going simple. I don't have your thesaurus. I'm going dynamite. He was dynamite.
I'll take it.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
The ball carrier.
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power. We saw finesse. We saw speed. And what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And some room to roam now. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
6-yard line.
A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
11 more on that one and another first down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Steps away. The left side completion to Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
9-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. A.J. Green there to make the grab. And the Pats have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Payne on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Out of the gun is Minshew. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
It's a game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First down.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And he'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. With a heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he gets this all the way down to the Patriots' 13. A big-time run there by Sony Michel. 43 yards on the ground. A terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it. and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The gain of 7 brings up
Derrick Henry. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Able to find Walter. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. These two teams all tied after 1.
with the score tied 7-7.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Back to throw now on first down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And he fires one incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's third down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again. Being chased out left. And it's a fumble. And the Jags grab it. There he goes right side. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
A good pickup there at 22.
6-yard line.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Julio Jones. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll hand this to Michel to get things started. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On the ground, this is Michel, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Here's Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 42. A gain there of 21 yards. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Henry. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
And he is close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 31. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
Pollard, the ball carrier.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught. Jones. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Quincy Williams on the tackle.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now here's Pollard. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Tony Pollard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots have moved out in front. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Tucker now to add the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Gardner Minshew and the Jags ready to go on offense once again. Charles, it's the second quarter. Your team's losing. You're not playing well as the quarterback, but like I said, it's the second quarter. So how worried right now are you?
You're concerned, but you're not panicked because you know there's still an opportunity. No one's excited about his stat line right now. 1 touchdown pass. Okay, that's cool. But he's throwing an interception as well. Can he eliminate the mistakes and keep making the positive plays, the good plays? That's what they're looking for from him.
Time to find out if he can do just that. That one into the hands of Hamilton. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Gain of 12.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be Minshew again. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this. Back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on second down, and that leads to a tough third down call. They'll go play action here with Minshew. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. And now third and goal following incompletions on first and second down. Again, Minshew looking to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Henry, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it doesn't pan out, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now Minshew. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. DJ Chark, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down and 15 yards to go.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Minshew sets to throw. Looking for Chark again. This time he's got him. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
Josh Lambo to kick off 4.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. And now let's discuss Julio Jones. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it.
The quarterback.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Hard throw, incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down, and the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Minshew, 1st and 10. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
4-yard line.
From the gun, they run with Michel. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
He was tackled at the...
Nice job there on the tackle, keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Gain of 15.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Look at this, a tight end carry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A nice gain at 21 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 now. Minshew. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Gerald Everett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Kickoff for Jacksonville.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
1st and 10.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles. He's got a man, complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Earl Thomas. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun is Minshew. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin with Michel on the ground, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Michel, the ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defense in front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
They stopped him in his tracks.
At their own 20-yard line.
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what they do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The quarterback taken down.
That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Back now in Foxborough. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing. Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Minshew. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To Michelle on the screen. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And good power running, but he's still going to be about a yard short. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And take it right on the 30. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Patriots take over. New England trying to get a place on offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes this forward for about 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll run it again with Henry. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Derrick Henry. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have moved out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a game.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Minshew. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Complete.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown.
To number 17.
DJ Chark, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
1st and 10. At their own 28-yard line.
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
10 more yards.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends.
10 yards on the pickup.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars 31. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Melvin Ingram, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Julio.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And this one is right down the middle. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
So Minshew and the Jaguars down by a field goal, 1:14 to go. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. The pass there complete to Westbrook, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Back to throw. Nice way to... And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up. To try again after the sack. Minshew. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough road for Minshew and the Jags. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Minshew's pass intended for D.D. Westbrook. Incomplete.
2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming with it right now.
Minshew's.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy.
It's a turnover.
Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized, you know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you, you know. If people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and the Patriots will get a new set of downs.
1st and 10.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And a big loss loss here as he's taken down. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was